Hello, welcome to this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. Hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Thursday, October 30th, as we're about to wrap up this lovely month of October. NBA basketball plays for you here. Lighter schedule in the NBA here on Thursday. They've been kind of kicking our rear end with all the amount of bets here. It's been winning, but a lot of work putting the shows together. So glad to only have a 4-game slate for once, right? So, NBA could break this up a little bit better. Maybe just have 8 games a day or something like that. Make it easy on all of us, but that's the story for another day. Anyway, welcome to our show. If this is your first time coming in or you're back for your everyday dose of sports bets for free, all of our shows here brought to you by the world's #1 sports betting app, Outlier. 7-day free trial available in the comments section and in the YouTube channel page. You can get great bet ideas, where the money's coming in on the books, odd shot for the lowest, or best odds, I should say, lowest juice for the bets that you want to make, and store multiple bets from multiple books all in one spot. Outlier, 7-day free trial. Check it out in the comments section, also the YouTube channel page. Also, Discord channel available for all of you out there. Make sure you check this out. A couple 100+ members who love doing the same thing that you do, the sports wagering, get all of our plays early. Have multiple cappers give you bets as well. Man, we're a little tongue-tied today. I apologize about that. And, hang out with everybody. Like I said, Casper's probably worth the price of admission alone if you want to see somebody that's just crazy about sports. Plus, get all of our bets early, get ahead of line moves, juice moves, all that kind of fun stuff. Check it out. Discord channel available. A couple different ways to get in. You can get in weekly if you want a shorter term look, or monthly, save you some money there. Check that out. YouTube comment or channel page and the comment section of this episode. Let's get started. Like I said, we got 4 NBA games. Let's get to it, shall we? Let's have some fun. We'll get started. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm well aware. 7 o'clock Eastern time frame. Magic and Hornets. This one should be fun. So Magic, let's just be honest here. Okay. In the offseason, I thought this Desmond Bane trade was going to be great, and it's still probably going to pan out, I think, for them offensively. Suggs still looks hurt. I'll be honest here. I'm a little disappointed that he hasn't kind of took off. I think he's majorly important for them. But where did their defense go? This is one of the best teams the last 2 seasons defensively. They only really made one major move defensively. I don't think they did get rid of some depth with Cole Anthony, but Cole Anthony's not that great defensively. Anthony Black's probably much better defensively. Where is their defense? Paulo's not playing great defense. Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter. They're giving up so many easy points. And this is a team that probably can't outscore you $140, $130 on a nightly basis. Banchero and Wagner. Banchero's a little streaky. Wagner's pretty solid. I don't know. Like I said, I don't get it. So they still haven't really thrown up a lot of 3 balls yet with Bane. Please don't take this the wrong way, but you don't need to be shooting from the 3-point line either until you can hit 35% on a consistent basis. 1 out of every 3, I don't think is asking for too much. Wagner's normally not a 3-point threat. Their defense has to be the calling card of this team. I think they figured that out, but they are having some struggles early. Now, the Hornets on the other side, we know what they are. They're offense, and don't really play much defense, right? So this game here, let's just break apart the line here. A 3.5-point favorite here for the Magic is pretty low, but they haven't played that great. Coming up back-to-back night. Hornets at home, 242.5 total. That's what we're going to attack here, is this total. Neither team really wants to play defense right now. It doesn't appear to be anyway. So therefore, got to go for the over. This line has steamed up just a point. You still might be able to find 241.5. I highly recommend doing it if you can. Magic Hornets over 60.5 first quarter, 121.5 first half, 241.5 for the game. Black over 2.5 assists. Banchero over 4.5 assists. Banchero over 6.5 points first quarter only. Black over 1.5 turnovers. LaMelo over 3.5 turnovers. Saloon over 3.5 rebounds. Colin Sexton over 3.5 points in the first quarter. Saloon over 1.5 field goals made. Franz Wagner over 9.5 rebounds and assists. Banchero 27 plus points. LaMelo over 3.5 threes. And Knuppel over 2.5 threes. We'll continue to play that one until proven otherwise, as that young rookie definitely can shoot the rock. That would have been an excellent pick for the Magic to get somebody like that that can shoot from outside like he can. He has been, the rest of his game is going to take some time to develop, I think, there. But when it comes to shooting the three-point ball, that young man can rock, roll, and roll some more. All right, next game up, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Bucks, Warriors. Woo-wee. All right. This matchup a few seasons ago would have been like highlight TV. A lot of people down on the Bucks. I understand why. They think it's Giannis and the Miracles. Giannis has been really, really good. He's a game-time decision every damn game so far this season. I don't understand the injury designation. If they want to give him the day off, just give him the freaking day off. But, which always causes a little confusion with the books, but we expect him to play. He's all over the boards like he's going to play in that one. The Bucks haven't been too bad. Now, defensively, they're not anywhere where they were a couple seasons ago. Offensively, they seem to score more. We're waiting to see who the other guys are consistently going to be. Is it going to be Gary Trent, AJ Green? Some of these guys, Bobby Portis off the bench, always seems to bring the juice and contribute. Miles Turner definitely hasn't been what they thought he could be. Offensively, I think it's a hard role for him, to be really honest. Turner excelled with the Pacers when Halliburton was on the floor. When Halliburton wasn't on the floor, he did not excel. He can't create his own shot. Everything has to be fed to him. Who really feeds him there on that Bucks team? There's not a real true point guard, unless you want to count Giannis, I guess, which I don't want to count him. Giannis can do a lot of different things, but ball handling and assists not necessarily his forte, or making sure that the offense is spread out enough. But once teams start to focus in on, this is what we're going to do, we're going to put 3 guys on Giannis and make somebody else beat us, then he's going to have to figure out how to be 15 assists tonight. Maybe Turner gets involved in a little bit more on the offense then, but he quite hasn't been that thing, been what they hoped for. But we're only a week plus in. And then we get to the other side of it, and the Warriors are interesting. They have some pieces, obviously, with Curry, with Butler, Draymond, who consistently puts up rebounds and assists every night. The question is what does the rest of that team do? Kuminga, they don't seem like they want him there, but they can't quite trade him yet. Or nobody's banging down the door trying to get something. I know they actively tried to trade him in the offseason, couldn't seem to get anything done. But it's interesting on what that team's going to do. What they continue to do is this. They find the open man. Ball finds open shot. That's who takes the shot. That's what makes them frustrating when you're playing player props, because you don't know on a night-to-night basis where they're going to kind of end up. But they're a pretty solid team. Bucks at home are good. Warriors on the road, pretty solid. But we're just going to roll with the home team. The line's really tight in this one. When we look through the line, the Warriors are a 2.5-point favorite. We got 232.5. If you want to lean to the over here as well, I don't blame you. We're just going to take the Bucks and make this kind of simple. We're going to do Bucks money line. We're going to try to get a little plus money here instead of taking those points. But Bucks money line, first quarter, first half, and game. Rollins over 1.5 turnovers. Draymond 1 plus block. Bobby Portis over 3.5 field goals made. Bobby Portis 1 plus rebound in the first quarter. Kuminga over a half assist in the first quarter as well. Miles Turner under 2.5 blocks. He's just not playing enough minutes either. Pazinski off the bench over 4.5 rebounds. Butler under 5.5 rebounds. Al Horford, 1+ turnover. AJ Green, 1+ turnover. Tayshaun Prince, 1+ turnover. Kuzma, over 2.5 field goals. Horford, over 3.5 rebounds. Turner, under 3.5 points for a quarter. He's had a hard time scoring, period. And then Giannis for 30. Not too juicy in this one either. I honestly think this 30 is going to be pushing for him in this particular game. I expect the Warriors to kind of gang up on him defensively and make somebody else beat him. But I have a feeling the other guys are going to show up, be in the home game, things of that nature, and Bucks pull this win out in this one. Next game up. We only got 4 today. We're on game 3 already. Wizards and Thunder, 8 o'clock Eastern time as well. Thunder favored by, 16 basically, 232.5 total. Here's what we've seen so far from the Thunder. They can't shoot. Chet Holmgren's out again. The shooting thing's really becoming a problem because they can't cover. They're still winning games, but they're having a real hard time covering the number because they can't freaking hit threes. Dort's hit like 2 in 4 games. It doesn't seem like A.J. Mitchell or Wiggins can consistently hit from 3. SGA hasn't. The only weak thing on SGA's offensive game has always been his 3-point shooting, but he's been so good at other spots that he hasn't really needed to improve the 3 a bunch. If he can figure out how to consistently shoot 38, 40% from 3, all of a sudden, I think that opens up so much more for him to do. Teams are definitely, he's splitting double team. It is amazing. If you really watch SGA and how he scores, it is absolutely ridiculous because most of the time he is facing some sort of double team, splits him, goes around him, whatever it may be, but he seems to get the job done here. The one thing that when the Thunder are a favorite, which happens a lot, it tends to be a lot of under games because the totals are typically pretty high here. We're at 232.5. This to me is one of those games, again, I think the Thunder win, probably don't cover, but don't have enough guts here to take the Wizards plus 16.5. The one thing we do like here is going to be the under. And early in the season, not going to probably play a ton of unders, but the Thunder are one of those teams that come under a lot because the total is extremely high. They play good defense, and they still can't hit a damn 3. So Thunder Wizards under 59.5 first quarter, 119.5 first half, 232.5 for the game. SGA for 1+ block has been one of the easier plays in the NBA so far this season. Sarr over a half assist first quarter. Sarr 3+ assists for the game. Hartenstein over 2.5 assists for the game. Dort under 2.5 threes. SGA over 2.5 steals and blocks. SGA under 45.5 par. I think SGA is going to have a great game. I don't think he's going to have to play the fourth quarter, honestly. So, therefore, that's why we like that under 45.5 par. Sarr, 8+ rebounds. Sarr over 14.5 points. We're a little light in player props in that game just due to the fact that I think that thing could get out around early. Therefore, is going to shoot a lot of probably unders. Can't really play a ton of bench players because they might get extended minutes as well. Next game up, Heat and Spurs to finish this off at 8:30 Eastern time. So no Fox and no Spurs are missing some players. The Heat are also missing some players. They're missing, they've been missing the hero all season long so far. The Heat have played outstanding. They've shot the ball extremely well. Norman Powell's a game time decision. He missed the last one. Wemby's been a monster, and everybody that got Wemby in fantasy basketball is loving life so far as he has been dominating everywhere. Shot blocking last game was a little off, but I just think he came off a 9-block game. The previous game, it happens. If the guys aren't willing to drive into the middle a little bit, and attack the rim, then Wemby's obviously not going to get as many shots. So those teams that like to take a lot of mid-range and threes, he's probably not going to get a lot of blocks. Okay, it's just fact of life. What are the Heat going to do? I think the Heat are going to probably take a lot of threes in mid-range and not drive to the basket a ton. I think that when they drive to the basket, it's more for a kick out to somebody at 3. But I will give the Heat credit. They've shot tremendously well. The Spurs, like I said, undefeated, right? For 4-0 going into this thing. Wemby's been terrific. Steven Castle, by the way, I think has been very good as well. Second-year player there as well. Let's give you all the plays in the Spurs game. We got quite a few here to finish up the night. So Spurs will take a -1.5 first quarter, 3 first half, 5.5 for the game. We also like the over 231.5, over 58.5 first quarter, 116.5 first half, and 231.5 for the game. Wiggins for the Heat under 25.5 par. Castle over 3.5 turnovers. Champagne, again, we're going after him at home. He's different player at home. 5+ rebounds, over 15.5 par, over 2.5 field goals made, over 13.5 points plus rebounds, over 8.5 points. Castle under 1.5 threes. He does not seem really interested in shooting a lot of threes. So continue to go under there. And the bet that we have hit on every game so far this season, Castle over 4.5 rebounds. It's starting to get a little juicy now. He just did get to 5 in the last game. The previous games had 6, 7, and 8. So it wasn't quite much as there the last one, but do like this one. I think this is going to be back and forth. Should have a lot of rebound opportunities as well. Then we've got, Wiggins under 17.5 points. Ware under 10.5 points in that one as well. I know no Wemby props. The lines are starting to get real big on him. And to be really honest, with his complete upside, it's hard to play a lot of unders on that one as well. So if you like the content you're seeing here, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on notifications. It don't cost you a thing to do so, and get all of our information before the rest of the public does here on YouTube. So make sure you do that. Also, just to let you know, all of our shows on YouTube brought to you by Outlier, the world's #1 sports betting app. Why aren't you trying out the 7-day free trial, if anything else? Cancel it in 6 days if you don't like it. It's a fantastic tool. There's a lot of stuff on there I think you'll find very valuable, especially with all the props you can do in the NBA. This definitely helps. Also, like college basketball is right around the corner. So we're going to have a ton of basketball stuff, football stuff. And then as the MLB winds down as well. So a lot of stuff on there with Outlier. Check it out. Like I said, try it out for 6 days. If you don't like it, just cancel it. They're willing to give you 7 because they're pretty damn sure you're going to like it. We use it a lot. It helps out a ton with a lot of stuff that we're doing as well. Also, private Discord channel available for all of you out there. Make sure you check that out. Same link in the comments section and the YouTube channel page. If you want to join a couple 100+ members who love doing the same thing you do, sports wagering, get all our bets early. And they're all in nice, neat format for you, so you don't have to sit here, pause, and write down all of our plays here because we have a ton on every show that we do. Make your life easier. Just join the Discord. Say a link in the comments section, also YouTube channel page. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on our next episode.